Yo, what's up guys? So today's review is of course going to be of Showmaker'S Akali. This man is going on a rampage on Season 10. You can see here, Mobalytics profile, an 80% win rate on Akali right now with over a 5 KDA. Today I'm going to be breaking down the small movements he does in his landing phase, how he plays out the game, how he dominates on the Rift, and racks up so many kills on this Akali. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the review. Of course, guys, if you're looking for a little bit more data and analytics on how to improve, Mobalytics is your go-to. I'll put a link down in the description below. Go give it a go. Jumping onto the Rift now, the matchup, Akali versus Galio. It's definitely a very awkward matchup for the Akali. You can get hard CC'd by the Galio. You're going to get blown up by a lot of CC coming down from things like the Varus ultimate, the Echo W, the Aurelia E. You've got to be very careful with how you maneuver on the Akali. But there's definitely kill potential. He's running that Conqueror rune setup, so obviously he gets those 10 stacks. He's going to shred the Galio straight down. You can see a little bit of a slow push early on into the tower. That first wave in, he's going to get a ward into the top side. This is to prevent the Echo from getting any type of control in that top side river. Hits level 2 first, looking for some aggressive trades. Showmaker'S movements on this champion is like no other. He is just a freak show, as that was one of the most awkward interactions I've ever seen. I didn't actually see the Galio ability. Nice W, brother. So the way he's going to come back into him now. It's definitely a good setup for the Lee Sin here if he wants to look for the gank. The Galio's going to go out, probably place a ward. Ward trinkets at this time, around about a minute. Galio wards top side. Ping that to your jungler. Say, hey man, top side's warded until 3:30. Look for a gank afterwards, top side, or potentially look bot side for a gank. Try and communicate as much as possible. I'm pretty sure our spectator client is bugged out here. We're not seeing Galio's taunts. The Lee Sin comes in, flashes through. It's a little bit hard to get, isn't it? Galio still has his flash. Damn, burns it. Gets out of there with that aftershock. Jesus bloody Christ. That is a flash burnt by the Galio now. Let's see if Akali can abuse it. Of course, she's gone for the Dawn's Ring into an aggressive matchup. If you're versing something like a Syndra, like an Orianna, you go for the Doran Shield on Akali, you play very passive. If you're into something you can trade heavily onto that short range, like the Galio, Yasuo, Echo, you want to be going for that Doran's Ring, looking to just completely poke out as much as you can. Look for them all-ins, level 3, level 4. It's definitely doable. This Lee Sin just can't land his Qs, can he? He just can't land his Qs. But as I was saying earlier, guys, look and track where the enemy mid laner wards. It's just going to help your jungler out so much. Like, even in silver, just ping, hey man, this is warded. Ward from this direction. It helps them out a lot. Obviously, it's better the higher elo you go, because the junglers are usually actually, like, you know, I'm not going to say human, but like they can function with data a lot better. But it's still relevant in the lower elos, just as a little bit like a heads up. Moving in. Lee Sin's playing dangerously aggressive into the Echo here. Has the level advantage. He has to be careful, man. Galio is, in my opinion, Galio is not that great at the moment. Still playable, but I wouldn't recommend it in a solo queue pick. Maybe, just maybe, with a Camille jungle duo or something. The Camille ults, the Galio follows up with the ultimate. It's a pretty good wombo. Both laners have teleport, so they're looking to get bases in both of them. But you can see the wave here, if Showmaker wants to clear it, he's got to move up a little bit too aggressively. TS lead looking pretty juicy for the Akali. Level 6 all in, I'm looking for it. God damn, this Galio is such an annoying specimen. This is what you want to be doing. If you watch Faker, if you watch any strong... Jesus Christ. Oh, you're lucky the Echo shows up. If you watch any strong laner, guys, they have very good sense of back timings and back positionings. Move up, stop the port, stop the base. And a lot of the times you're going to be able to set up opportunities like this one right here. Where the Akali, it's either you drop the wave or you take a massive risk under tower, which he has opted for, but the Echo can't quite commit. That is DWG Canyon, one of the best junglers at the moment. Can't quite punish the Akali in. As he finally gets a base in here. Let's see what he purchases. What are we buying up? A revolver. Of course, Gunblade Rush on Akali. The perfect all-in item. And this may actually be one of the final reviews of Akali that I do. Akali is potentially seeing massive nerfs on the PBE at the moment. They are taking away a lot from her kit. I'll talk about that in a further video. But man, oh man, as the Galio has the level advantage here and has the Kindle gem, so adds a bit of beefiness. God, that is such a low testosterone item. Akali 6 looking for the all-in, can't quite go for it. And the enemy top laner is Naguri, of course, one of the most dominant top laners in Korea. Popping over all over that Aatrox, of course. Come on, brother. I want to see an all-in. You gotta be so careful because of the Galio W. He's just gonna taunt you up, aftershock, chill with all that extra resistance, and then you're just gonna kill yourself with the tower shots. So he shoves the mid lane in, has around about 15 CS advantage. Moving through, looking for the echo here. I like the way the Lee Sin's playing. Gonna pick up a couple of juicy fruits. I also will be doing a tier list, guys, on the next patch. I'm sorry I didn't do a Season 10 tier list. I was kind of busy, kind of unsure what the meta was going to play out to be like, but I have a pretty good grasp of it now. I'm definitely going to be doing a new tier list soon. Galio's level 6, maybe looking to a side lane, but I don't really see what he can get done. Pretty slow start to the game, if I'm going to be honest. The thing is, I believe, in my opinion, I think you learn equally as much from passive and non-explosive early games than you do from just a massive explosive early game. Because, like, how often are you able to just go 5 kills in lane like some of these pros do? Like, it doesn't happen as often as you'd like. More often than not, these games where it's very small advantages, like that 15 CS lead can happen. 15 CS lead is a kill of gold, guys. You've got to think about it like that. You can't actually get the kills every game, as he's looking for the all-in. He'd be a little bit low health, has the ultimate out. Galio's hungry, flashes in, Q misses. Showmaker picks up that kill. Damn, that was a little bit of a skilled matchup. I'm not sure. Look, I think both parties definitely had some errors. But at the end of the day, Showmaker's mechanics shine, picks up the kill. First kill of his team, and now he's 65 CS at 8 minutes. He's on track for 10 CS per minute at around about 15. And he'll get that Vamp Scepter, a little bit of sustain now, and he'll have it straight back to the lane. Now he's got his items. He wants to start establishing dominance with this pick. Level 7, you're starting to get level 8 now. You're starting to get up there, man. Level 9, that's when you have your maxed out Q. And you really do need to start romping over your opponents with Akali at this point. You've survived your little shaky early game. Now is your time, is the mid game with Akali. You can see the Galio wanting to press in. You see how you wait that W out? You press the E, wait the W out, then look for the all-in. Beautiful movements. Are you kidding me? He escapes. Oh my god, what a tease. What an absolute tease. Oh, I bet you Showmaker wasn't expecting that. Galio makes it out, and he's going to shove this in now, and probably have a cry. The best way to play, like, you need to play very aggressive on these champions, but it is a very controlled aggression, okay? It's not 24/7 trading. It's not just complete ape warfare. It's knowing the enemy's cooldowns, knowing their spacing, knowing when they're going to be in vulnerable positions without their abilities, then you look for the all-ins, guys. It's not just willy-nilly looking to fight all the time. I see way too many low elo players just think that because they play an assassin, they play Zed, they play Talon, they play something Fizz, Echo. They need to constantly be moving in looking for fights. You don't have to be, guys. You can be very controlled in your mana. You can take your time, play towards your spikes. It's so much better way to play League of Legends, and you'll have a lot more consistent results rather than a massive pop-off game. Next up, a massive int game. That's not what you want. That's not how you climb. That's why Dope is so good, because he has completely mastered the art of consistency. Beautiful in. Lee Sin grabs the kill. Showmaker pops the ultimate. And that's about all she wrote for this matchup. I want to see how he snowballs the game now. The enemy top laner, Naguri, he is gigantic. I would say bigger than the Akali right now. Enemy Varus also quite large. He's going to be moving in, shoving this out. He did have minion demons. That's going to be allowing him to get those one-shots on the backlane casters. 3-0 on the Irelia. And I'd be pretty nervous if I'm this Akali. Moving into the mid game now, you can see he gets that priority mid lane. This is a very common trait for the Akali. When you get that level 9, that maxed out Q, you can actually shove very quickly as opposed to something like the Galio. You're quite slow. The shove is a little bit awkward. And you can see with that priority, he's looking to make some bot side roams. Trying to look for possibly a Dragon Rush. But I'm not sure how they're going to manage to, I guess, control the Irelia. 4-0, 11 CS per minute at the moment. It is an Infernal Dragon. What's the Lee Sin gonna do? Showmaker's so goddamn ready to look for the all-in. So they are gonna go for the dragon here. Let's look how he plays it. Look at his movements, look at his zones, okay? Now there is a control ward there, buddy. He doesn't give a flying fuck. Just gonna be hovering, protecting the Lee Sin. Looks like they're gonna, are they trying to, oh! This Echo, absolutely Pepega aggression. And he's going to be moving in here. Showmaker pops the ultimate. The Akali's in the team fight. All eyes on the Akali. Can Showmaker get the shutdown? Has to try and flash out of the Galio. Does just get nicked by it. And he picks up the shutdown onto the Irelia. Giddy up. That's off to the races for the Akali. 3-0 now. He is romping this mid game. They're going to try and drop this mid lane tower. Probably after that, you really want to drop that bot side, top side, and drop into a 1-3-1. Possibly a 4-1. I think the Akali can actually match. If everything goes correctly, the Akali is going to have to match the Irelia. And that's where the outplays have to come out from the Irelia if she wants to get into the game. Or the Akali. If Akali wants the red side team to have no chance, just win the side lane against Irelia. Because they've got pretty much nothing other than a mediocre Varus. The Varus is fed, but I mean, so is the Xayah. Doesn't really matter. Probably looking for a reset. We got around about 2k plus gold, I'd say. Itemization will be interesting. Probably looking for the Oblivion Orb. Maybe the Sorks as well. Definitely Mercs is a viable option into the Galio. You just have to think, like, am I looking at team fight or am I looking at side lane split? Showmaker goes for the Oblivion for the flat pen and goes for the Sorks. That is an absolute alpha move. 33 flat magic pen coming out from those two items. It's going to be allowing you to dish out so much damage in this mid game when players haven't really bought any magic resist. Of course, flat magic pen, it is so strong against opponents who have no magic resist. Once they start getting to those 70 or 100 magic resist on their champions, usually from something like a null magic mantle or a Negatron cloak, that's when the void stuff starts to pay dividends. But definitely in this early mid game, that flat pen is going to be paying so much for the Akali, and I'm interested to see what he can do with it. Bot lane seems to be pretty overextended. You can see him looking back here, gets the sweeper to prevent any wards, and he's going to teleport down bot side as they get dove. Looking in here, can he get the calm catch? Pops the ultimate for the execute. That Varus has a juicy shutdown. Can he get it? Ooh, the Irelia coming in. The plan here is to chase. Can they get onto the Varus? No sums on Irelia. They're playing it very, very slow, which is definitely needed. Unfortunately, the Rakan picks up the kill. And this Varus is daydreaming. Goodbye, son. Give me that shutdown, boy. Picks that kill up. Beautiful little chase there. I don't know why in the hell the Varus is window shopping. But now Showmaker will head back into the mid lane. Aatrox freed up a little bit of time for himself. Hopefully to get back into the game. Shove, shove, shove. Of course, this mid lane tower has been dropped down. He'll hit the base now. Probably now is the time to drop into the side lane, guys. This is when you want to start looking for the 1-3-1. You send your bot lane mid because it's a much safer position to be in. You don't have to side lane. You're not so far away from your jungler. You can be kind of grouped up on. So we'll probably see Akali look for the side lane. Unfortunately, he has no teleport. So it might be a little bit awkward. He's pinging there. The Cloud Drake's coming up at 130. That's the next objective to go for. So until then, it's probably going to be a pretty stale game. Just looking to farm the side lanes and look for probably free picks if they show up. It's been a very stale mid game, as I was saying. Showmaker simply sitting in the side lane, getting a massive CS advantage. You can see he's 200 to 118 at the moment. And you want to be shoving those side lanes in. Then you roam across, look for the picks, look for the flanks on the team fights. You don't want to be sacking the side lane. When you're playing these champions, it's always about shoving sides, moving in. Now watch how he plays the team fights. Very slow, isn't it? Then when the opportunity arises, whoom, he goes all in. When you notice the enemy team, they start using all of their flashes, all of their hourglasses, they have no dashes left, that's when you explode. You play the team fight very controlled on Akali, especially if they have a hard CC, like the Galio, like the Echo, like the Tarm, like the Varus. Play it very slow, very smart on the outskirts. Then when the time is right, that's when you go fwoom and look for that explosive all-in. So you look at, he's on the backline here. The Tarm might actually be able to save him. He's quite deep. Has the stopwatch, pops it. Is he able to lift? Has that E available. Oh, goes back in. A little bit of healing coming out. Oh, thank you very much. Double kill comes out for the Akali. Played that team fight to perfection. You can see his items. Gunblade into the Morello, into the Hourglass. Looking to get that stasis, just to get those cooldowns back up and available as the Echo. He has the ultimate out. God damn, he's slippery boy. And this Akali, man, putting on an absolute show for us today. But as I was saying earlier, guys, when you play things like this Akali, if you play any of these side laners, it's very important to pick up side lane farm. Otherwise, you're going to have 100 farm at 20 minutes. If one of these team fights goes to shit, you're going to have so much less gold than if you were sitting in the side lane, shoving the waves first and then moving. It's a thing that a lot of low elo players struggle with. They don't really know what to do in the mid game. When in doubt, guys, pick up those side lanes, then move across, look for the pick. When the side lane comes back out, then go collect it, move back and forth. It's pretty simple like that. As they're looking in here for the Baron Nashor, Akali's 9-0, has the teleport, but there's no really deep wards here looking for the flanks. Let's see what happens when he moves in. Lee Sin picks up the Nash. Aurelia's bot side here. And he's just going to move in, look to clean up. Tom's going to try and save somebody, but I doubt he can. Can he get the 10th kill? No, he cannot. They got that Nash now, so I assume that it's going to move into the inhibitor, slowly siege out the game. Let's have a geese. We're going to go in. Oh my god, Aatrox is deep as hell. Ends the E. Thank you very much. 10th kill of the game. 10-0-10. He has that teleport still available. Looking to base in now. He'll base, teleport in. They'll look for the end, guys. And this is pretty much how you do it. As he looks for one more fight here. I assume this should be the game ender. Hopefully you guys have learned something from today's review. I think it's been a great showcasing on how to play a controlled assassin. He has 10 kills, but he hasn't been permanently... Ooh, can they turn it? Ooh, no they can't. How you can play a controlled assassin. Showmaker just puts on an absolute goddamn show for us. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.